About being me, she went crazy. She gets smoked with one hand, literally.
Claressa Shell, there was a great debate about a month ago about putting you on the pound for pound list. Make your claim.
I'm there, man. Look, let's forget about the gold medals. Let's let that go for a minute. Let's talk about my professional resume. I'm a two-time division champion in 8 fights. 8-0. I fought against some of the best fighters already in my division. I'm getting ready to fight against Christina Hammer. I fought against Hannah Gabriels. I fought against so many good fighters, a lot of them. But I've taken on big challenges. Like I was 3-0 fighting against a girl that was 15-8. You know, so I've taken the biggest challenges. I'm fighting on TV. You know, let's just fast forward my boxing IQ. I make the right adjustments for the fights. You know, for me to be fighting 2 minute rounds, I have a great jab, great right hand, great hook, and I'm constantly learning. You know, I try to go out there and use my jab, but I like to fight. That's just who I am. And I throw way more punches than the men. I have a better accuracy. I land 40% almost each fight, and then the girls only land 6 or 10% back on me. That's huge, and that shows that if it is a big brawling fight, how come I'm not getting hit? I gotta have some kind of defense. You know, just all that kind of stuff has to go into play. And then I spar against the men. I don't know who they want me to spar to prove that I'm pound for pound, but I get in there. You know what I'm saying? I would love to spar against Canelo, not to beat him up. No, just to show that he ain't just gonna go in there and throw me around and knock me out like he do those other guys. You know, fielding. I can beat fielding. I mean, my right hand, God, I can beat fielding. Easy. Swear, like, no disrespect to him, but no, he's not gonna beat me.
Claressa, gotta ask, tonight in New York, I don't know if you heard Amanda Serrano. She became a 7th division champion. She fought already. 35-second knockout first round.
Beautiful.
7 divisions. Obviously, what do you have to say to her? Because that's a huge accomplishment, not just for herself, but for women's boxing.
Congratulations, boo. I'm so proud of you. I knew you was going to do it, though. I can't wait to see you fight Katie Taylor. That's going to be
a big one.
One of the biggest women's fights. I hope it don't happen before mine or against Christina Hammer. But if it does, that fight will definitely be the first big women's fight to ever happen. Amanda Serrano versus Katie Taylor.
Could you see yourself, I mean, we've seen it in the past with Layla being on pay-per-view. Could you see yourself being on a pay-per-view card or headlining a pay-per-view card?
Who pay-per-view card?
No, I'm asking, could you see yourself down the line being on a pay-per-view or headlining a pay-per-view card?
Yeah, absolutely. I think it's all about the right opponent and the right timing. You know, I think right now, some of my fights, like the fight against me and Christina Hammer, I feel like the promoters and everybody is still kind of filling this out. Still trying to see if, you know, one, can they make the big fights and will the girls show up? You know what I mean? Like, we were supposed to fight November 17th, and Christina Hammer got
hurt.
Got sick or whatever happened.
Okay.
Now she's back healthy. She's having some kind of tune-up fight before she's supposed to fight me, and we're scheduled to fight April 13th. So hopefully that fight happens so we can make the other big fights happen.
Is there a location for that?
Nope.
And network? Any network deals?
Showtime.
Oh, you're back on Showtime, huh?
You know what?
Let's talk about that.
So, I'm not, how can I put it? So, Showtime is the first people to put me on TV and everything. But I always made it clear to them and my management that if I couldn't get a fight or that if I wanted to stay active, that I wouldn't just be stuck to one network. Because if that was the case, I would have had to wait a long time to fight again after Hammer got sick. You know, so we talked with them and they understood that I wanted to stay active, which they already know. So it was like the opportunities came with the zone and HBO. So it wasn't like, oh, I'm just skipping around. It was like I just wanted to stay active, and the TV opportunities came. People wanted me to fight on a network. You know, I'm growing my brand and growing my fan base. So that was kind of like what was needed. And then also too, like I mean, we asked Showtime if I could fight be on a pay-per-view opener or be the undercard of Tyson Fury, Deontay Wilder, and they're like, you know, nah. So I'm like, I'm not gonna fight if I'm not fighting on TV. So that's why I was like, we didn't do it. You know, I was more of a spectator.
What's the co-main? So you're the co-main for April 13th card. Who's the main? Or if you're the main, who's the co-main? You're the main event? Showtime April 3rd? That's a Saturday card. That's a Saturday card.
Yeah.
That's impressive.
She did better numbers than Joshua.
I know. Let's go.
But he fought at 5 o'clock. But I get it.
It's the champ.
She just said, oh, you didn't hear what she just said about you.
She
I
said,
I'm on spar, bro.
Speaking of sparring men, you spar with Errol. How
That was so long
experience?
ago. He's too strong for me. He was stronger than me then. I probably could do a little better now. I mean, I could definitely hang in with Tank though. He 130.
I mean, it's harder than Errol though. I get harder than Errol.
Oh, he hurt. Okay, well, I probably can't
Yeah,
then.
but-
I mean, sparring against Errol, like, I couldn't even pull his hand down. He was so strong. It was ridiculous.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, I tried to fight him too. I was 17. I was way more aggressive than what I am now.
So your takeaways were he's just all around strong.
Yeah, and I couldn't bully him. I was used to bullying everybody when I was 17. I more had to, he more bullied me a little bit. But we went 3 rounds. I know another girl he sparred, he dropped her. He never dropped me. No headshot, no body shot, nothing. And everybody was, nah, he ain't dropped me. Nah. I know another girl he sparred. You know it too, I'm not gonna say her name. Anyways.
He dropped her?
Yes, body shot. Wow. Yes. He
So
ain't dropped me.
what
When he
do
hit me there,
you
he
think of
dropped me.
Mikey Garcia and Errol Spence? What type of shot? Because Mikey's a technician, but Errol's big and, as you said, strong.
Look, I think Mikey Garcia is a hell of a fighter, but I just don't think he's gonna. He can give it? Is he gonna be able to take it? And if he can't take it, for how long? You know, how long? It's not like Errol Spence gonna stand there and not throw punches. He's gonna be active and stuff too.
Did you hear about Sergey Kovalev? I know you guys made headway about a year and a half ago.
What about him?
He was accused of.
well, no, he wasn't accused. So it was released today that back in June.
Oh, he slapped the girl or something?
Yeah. But he was convicted for it. But I mean, it happened like 6,
June.
7. Yeah, it happened in June.
Oh, that's
Allegedly
crazy.
punched
If it was a black fight, they would
Sergey
announce that
Kovalev?
the day it happened.
the light heavyweight
bad.
that Andre Ward beat.
And I know
Yeah,
you guys
they-
were going back and forth about his
I
sexist
don't know.
remarks about the
This shit
kitchen
happened
or something
months
like that.
ago, but the news just came out today.
Look, I pray everything work out for him. I don't wish bad on nobody. Hope he didn't smack a woman. That's not right.
Like that, or you just said,
Are you? Do you want to
Who is that?
convince a sanctioned body for you to
I
fight a
heard
male?
that. I just heard that.
Is that one of your goals?
Just going by the, I've read some reports.
It's hard for me to say because I'm only 23. I haven't came into my women's strength yet. Like when I get like 27, I would love to fight against him, man.
Really?
So
Really?
if I was to, when y'all see me out here looking like Aaron Wolf, then y'all can be like, Chris, you gonna fight a man? Because I'm gonna say yeah, But right now I'm still kind of, I'm a baby fat and everything,
I'm just watching a little bit.
I'm strong and everything, but I still just want to grow into my full women's strength where I'm like, okay, I can't get any more stronger or better than this. So maybe when I turn like 27, 26, but I spar against the men now, and any man who say he went easy on me is a liar. Don't no guy go easy on me in sparring because I'll get out the ring. Like I don't do that because I'm getting ready for big fights and I have to be ready. So if you're not going to give me 100%, I don't even get in there. Yeah.
Your last fight was on HBO December 8th. It was an all-women's card. Well, you were the opener. Main event was also a woman fight. Gotta ask though.
Breakers.
Right, Cecilia. Gotta ask. There was a lot of criticism from certain media members after the fact. Why do you feel like that in the UFC the media supports the women that fight in the sport, but however it seems to be an issue in boxing because like that criticism, like I said after the fight, and
Which
this,
criticism? Which one? So much.
you had some words with a certain media member. I would prefer not to bring it up.
Oh.
But what I'm saying is, what do you think the difference is between the UFC and boxing? Because I know you follow. You were just at the Nunez card in December. What do you think the difference is as to why there's not as big of a demand in boxing as there is in the UFC?
I think that women's boxing is doing great right now. I feel like we are jumping over those humps that they said that we will never get off of. We're fighting on TV. We're getting paid a little bit of money now. It still isn't equal yet. I think the criticism comes from one. Nobody would have said anything about the fight or the card if it just would have been Cecilia Bacchus. But people tend to try to pick on me and mess with me all the time. I think they do that because I'm the most outspoken woman. I'm the most confident, and so they just choose to mess with me. And that's where the criticism came from. I think that when you're trying to promote a fight, you don't speak that this is the last fight that's on HBO. You speak of this is the first fight that's having 2 women on the HBO card, opening and then closing.
Main event, right?
Right, but instead most of it was kind of focused on, HBO is dead now, and that's kind of how it was promoted. And then we speak about, I got added to the card 2 weeks prior because let's not forget I fought
November
17th
right.
on the zone. So I fought exactly 3 weeks later. So when they added me to the card, it's not like all of my fans, like we could have promoted it to where all my fans flew into where they fly from Canada, Texas, New York, Michigan, and then come to LA. It's like this is 2 weeks notice. People were shocked that I was getting back in the ring so soon. And you know, with Cecilia Brockers being the main event, and they want to talk about how the place wasn't filled up or how it wasn't that many people there, that's their fault. You know, that's the promotion fault. It's not my fault. I got added to it, and I took an opportunity to be one of the women to fight the last card on HBO. But when you talk about making Cecilia Brockers the main event, she's not from the U.S. You know, she's a great fighter. She's pound for pound #1 in some people ranks, but she's not from the United States, and it's hard to promote a fighter who's not from the United States, especially if you didn't come up here. Like Canelo has been built in the United States. You know, he's over in Mexico, but once he came over here, they grabbed him, built him right on up. People still probably don't know. They probably thought that me and Cecilia was the same person. You know what I mean? It's weird.
Right.
It's weird like that. So to have her as the main event, that's where their backlash came in. Not saying that it should have been me or anything. It's just saying that it should have been a fighter that people in the U.S. know if you're talking about selling out the StubHub Center.
Canelo just announced yesterday fighting Danny Jacobs Cinco de Mayo weekend. She said, "Lord have mercy." What do you think of the fight?
Man, it's gonna be a hell of a fight. I tell you what, I never go against somebody that beat cancer ever in my life. I think Danny Jacobs is definitely a miracle man. He's a miracle, and he's a miraculous person, and he got so much to gain from being Canelo. And look, don't act like he don't got the skills now. He got the skills to pay the bills, and it ain't like he just get knocked out by everybody. I feel like Danny Jacobs is really a great fighter, and it's just it's a toss-up match, and I can't wait to see it. And I'll be there sitting ringside for that.
Claressa, how far away do you think you are from us saying Claressa Shields pound-for-pound best fighter in the world, or you think you're there now? How many
In
fights?
there. If you talking about skill-wise, I'm already the pound-for-pound best. If you talking about skill-wise, because you put Cecilia Brockers in the ring with me, she's not going to beat me. Like, if at 154, I can't make 147. But the fact that I'm coming down from 168 to 160 and then a 154, I mean, if you watch film of her and you watch film of me, you know that she can't beat me. She's a great fighter. But when you talk about skill and speed and power, I'm unmatched. I'm unmatched. And then, you know, how I go out there and perform, all these networks wouldn't want to have me fighting on a network if I was a trash fighter with a big mouth. You know, I got a big mouth and I can fight.
Two-time Olympic gold medalist.
Exactly, and people seem to forget that not only did I win the Olympics twice, I won the Pan American Games twice, I won the Continentals a bunch of times in the amateurs. My record in the amateurs was 77-1. Like, I don't think that they realize how big of a deal that is. And I fought all over. In people's backyards. I beat a girl from Kazakhstan in Kazakhstan. You know, like, it's just, I don't think they realize that I'm really a fighter. And I'm not just somebody I'm not this black girl who they just throwing on TV. Like, I'm super accomplished with a great resume.
What's the biggest difference you noticed? You were in the Olympics twice, 2 gold medals, to the pros. Like, what's the biggest difference for you, the transition?
As far as in boxing or just as a whole?
The politics, behind the scene, in the ring, whatever. Like, with the biggest difference?
Well, I never experienced politics in the amateurs. I don't get in that. Like, them whole politics stuff, the more you stay away from it, the more it don't come near you. I would hate to have to fight against somebody and then politics winning the fight. Now I've seen it happen, and yeah, people speak on it, but I want to keep boxing as pure as it is to me. So I just speak on who's the winner, who's the loser. I try not to think about the politics and the money, because when you start thinking about stuff like that, it kind of makes you dislike the sport. So I'm trying to continue to love boxing and not think of it that way. But the biggest thing I noticed in the amateurs from the pros, the fans. Man, listen, in the amateurs, I didn't have trolls in the amateurs. I don't know what this new wave that's going on is, but it's a bunch of trolls, a bunch of media haters. I didn't go through this stuff when I was getting ready. I dealt with nothing but professionals and amateurs and coming up for the Olympics. Then you turn pro. Everybody got a camera. Everybody got their own website. They can make fake news articles. Listen, look, the trolling is ridiculous for the pros. I mean, everybody got to say so. People got pages with 100,000 followers all because they hate on other people. I don't get it. And it's like in the amateurs, people like that didn't get no attention. They got no kind of fame. Nobody cared about them. It's like some of these guys with these boxing pages that troll people are like kind of popular on social media, but in real life, nobody knows them. But that's what I'm saying. This whole new wave stuff in the pros is way different. I never dealt with trolls as much as I deal with them now. Like, I just be like, I be really having to control myself because I'm trying to get sponsorships, I'm trying to get endorsements, but then you got somebody coming on your page calling you a black B, talking about some you don't know how to fight, this girl's gonna beat you, you calling me bums. You got a professional media member, you know what I'm saying, coming at me, calling me stupid and ignorant, and he has a professional job. Like, it's weird, you know, and then it's so unprofessional. But in the amateurs, you would have been fired. Like, that stuff don't roll, especially when you're getting ready for the Olympics. Like, that stuff doesn't matter. But it's like in the pros, I feel like everybody has to say so. It's weird. Yeah.
What else do you think you need to do to be on Broadway? You know what I mean? Like, lights, camera, action. You've done ESPN. You did the body issue. You're a great ambassador for the sport of boxing. 2 gold medals. We can go down the list. 77-1, 8-0 in the pros.
Yep.
What do you think for the casual fans? You got to add more sex appeal to your life. Do you have to be more broad? I'm just being real with you. I'm being real. Like, you know, do you got to flash money? Like, what else do you need to do? Because you've accomplished everything possible in the ring. And
you know, God has told me to keep being myself. You know, I'm going to continue to grow as a person. I'm not going to do anything that I don't want to do. So if you ever see me throwing money, just know I want to do it. You know, if you ever see me trash talking, it's because I want to do it. But the whole sex appeal thing, look, I look good. I don't like that kind of attention, to be honest. Like, I got a really big butt. People don't know that because of how I dress. But thing back here, like, I be trying to cover it up because I don't like that kind of attention, and I never have, you know. I just say, I just have to, you know, just keep growing as a person and keep every opportunity that I get, make the best out of it.
Who inspired you to fight?
My dad. He inspired me through a story he told me of Muhammad Ali and Layla, but it was more of, he used to love boxing. He wished somebody in our family would have took up after him. And he said Muhammad Ali had the same problem. He had a whole bunch of sons and kids, but his daughter took up after him. So I thought my dad was telling me to take up after him, but he wasn't. My dad didn't want me to box at the beginning. He told me boxing was a man's sport and said I was too pretty. Thumbs down. I'm pretty now. I wasn't pretty back then. I mean, like, my face was skinny and my nose was real big. Like my nose was like covering half my face when I was a kid.
Me too when I was a kid. That's funny.
Yeah, you see how you grow up?
Yeah, you grow up and you
that?
now I'm handsome. Yeah.
See? But that's what I'm saying. Like, so, you know, I feel like I'm going to grow into the person that I want to be. I'm not going to force myself to wear heels and show my body. Like, if I want to get dressed up and be sexy, as they call it, I will. But if I don't, I'm gonna be in my tennis shoes and my jeans. Like, I feel like God has already told me how great or how big I'm gonna be. I'm just enjoying this little downtime right now because once it really blow up, y'all not gonna be able to talk to me in this room. Like, I'm gonna have like security guards like Floyd. Y'all gonna be like, Chris, remember me? I'm like, yeah, but my security guard gonna be putting his hand in your face telling you to move, you know what I'm saying? So I'm just enjoying this downtime.
I can't wait for that day.
Right now.
I can't wait.
Because, look, I'm glad this here because when it happens, all I'm going to do is today, like I told y'all, like, I'm the Beyonce of boxing. Like, it's for real. Beyonce don't fight, but you know what I mean.
I don't know. Maybe I came a little late. Did you already talk about Christina Hammer and kind of what's the latest with that? When can we see that?
We're supposed to be fighting April 13th. I don't know location yet, but the date is April 13th. Saturday, main event on Showtime. That's all I know right now. She's supposed to also have some kind of tuna fight, February 15th. She wanted to have a tuna fight because she's been laid off. She's sick. After she was sick, whatever, she's coming back before March. She said she's gonna fight till March, but she's coming back before March. And she's supposed to be having a tune-up fight and then supposed to be getting ready for our fight April 13th. So April 13th, I'll definitely be showing up. I'll be waiting for her.
I was gonna say, it seems like a lot of moving parts. Maybe too many for you. Does it make you a little nervous that she wants the tune-up, that she wants kind of these
Me?
things?
Nervous?
Well, nervous that the fight won't happen.
The thing is, if the fight don't happen, the way that social media is, the way that the fans are, they don't know that the fight happened. Because that the fight, if it doesn't happen, it didn't happen because of her. It don't got nothing to do with me. Like, I'll be showing up April 13th with my glove laced and my shoes tied and my outfit on. Like, I'll be there like Michael Jackson. I don't know where she'll be at. Like, if she's there, thank God, I'm so happy it's happening. But if she's not, I always let everybody know, like, look, I'm ready. You know, 8-0. I don't care if I was 3-0, 4-0, whatever. I'm ready to fight. Like, so don't ever try to flip the story. Like, nobody knows why the Layla Ali and Wolf fight never happened. Because social media wasn't big back then. No, it's so many secrets, many promoters and all that. No. Can't hide from nothing.
In your opinion, I guess just kind of because the room is bringing up that fight, because that's a good question. Why didn't that fight happen? In your
I have no idea. I met both women, and they both got the same story about each other. Layla said that Ann Wolf was scared to fight her, and Wolf said that Layla Ali was scared to fight her. I promise you. So I don't know who's telling the truth. But guess what? The fight didn't happen, so it don't matter. If you ask me, they should both come back and have a grudge match. You know, and whoever wins, then that's who the best woman in the world should be. But I just don't want those kind of rumors and stuff on me because I'm not the type of person that can handle that kind of stuff. Like, I hate when people lie on me. So it's like, even girls now that who say like, oh, you scared to fight me, I'd be like so pissed off because I'm like, I literally sent every girl in boxing a fight contract, except for Cecilia Brockett because she's too small. But 154 when I go there, we're going to definitely send her a contract. So I hate when girls try to say that I'm avoiding them when I'm the one out here looking for fights, you know? I wish I was born a man sometime because I would still be a world champion.
Well, that kind of leads into my next question. Men's boxing up to 3 minutes, women's boxing 2 minutes. We talked about this last time. But your last fight, I felt like you were close to knocking girl out right before kind of the end of the rounds all the time. How do you change that, say, against your next fight against Christina, to where you got to time the knockout in those 2 minutes? Because I feel like you're close, and then they get the reprieve of the ring break, and then, you know what I mean?
Well, I've told myself to be more active and around and know my timing better. Like, I count in my head. Should I tell you that? Yeah, I'm going to tell you. I count in my head 30 seconds. So every 30 seconds I know from just my experience. So I know when it's the last 30 seconds, the last minute and a half. I know. So when I'm doing this count, I'm not counting in my head 1 to 3, but I know the feeling of it and everything. So when I'm in there punching and stuff, I always be like, oh, she think that because it's toward the end of the round, let me get her, and she think I'm relaxed, and then I come boom with a combination trying to hit her, and then I hurt her, and then the bell ring. So I decided that I would do that earlier now, maybe in a minute or a minute and a half, to where when she is running and stuff, she got to run for at least a minute and a half if she want to make it out of here, you know. So that's what I decided to do. And then also, like my last fight, I went to the body tremendously. I threw more body shots than I did head shots. That was my only goal for the fight, was 1, win the fight, 2, throw body shots. I did that. My next fight, I'm coming with my combinations. I'm using my jab. I got some angles for y'all. Y'all about to be messed up my next fight. Like,
Oh, really? We can't wait.
I'm about to really like perform and show the world while I'm undisputed, because I had a conversation with Roy Jones and I asked him, you know, just a serious question, do you think I'm good enough to be on the men's pound for pound list? He told me yes. So the fact that Roy Jones said yes, I said, well, what do I got to do? He said, Claressa, show your skills. Just because these girls are not as skilled as you, don't go out there and just use your 1-2 and just all that stuff just because that's all you gotta do. He said, show everything. You know, show your head movement, show your body shot, show your combination, show your angles. He said, even if you don't have to use them, he like, show it. So that's why I'm like, if you do that, you can be on the men's pound for pound list. So just him giving me that confidence was like, yeah, time to get back to it.
My last question, Deontay Wilder, Anthony Joshua. Will that fight ever happen, and who wins?
Would a fight ever happen? I believe so. But who wins? Why you don't ask me that? You know I love Anthony Joshua.
You do? Really?
What?
I never knew that.
Crazy.
I never knew that.
I didn't know that either.
I love him.
Really?
Like that's like Superman crush. Anyways.
Really? I never knew that. I never knew that about you.
There's no other guys in boxing who I think is like all that except for him. Like I love Deontay Wilder too. Like me and him are more like I'm like super cool with Deontay Wilder, like 100%. And I'm super cool with Anthony Joshua too. But he's like a walking angel to me. There's no wrong to Anthony Joshua.
So besides the crush.
Besides the crush, as far as in fighting them, I really can't pick. Like
You can't see your crush losing, man. You can't see that.
But then too, it's like Deontay Wilder, like
He's definitely gonna see this interview
knockout
too.
artist, and then you have Anthony Joshua, the boxer, you know, who can knock you out too. So strange, but I can't pick. So let them do their thing, you know.
Anthony Joshua might bat left-handed though. There's speculation he might be a left-hander.
Get out of here.
I don't know. I don't know if it's true or not, but he kind of. I don't know, man.
Tell me that.
I don't know if he ain't. I don't know if he is or if he ain't. But to me, like you know, like
You know what though?
he kind of funny style, like
Yeah,
you know,
he is.
you know what I mean?
That's strange.
He might be. Go ahead. What?
No, I'm just trying to let y'all know that we're trying to get her too.
Oh, okay. So what you want me to do? What you want me to do? Want me to
just
stop?
kidding.
Want me to stop?
No, I'm just saying.
Want me to stop?
That's crazy because when I was seeing him box, I'd be like, why is he looks so, he don't look awkward, but he looked like he a fighter who's trying to
We're done.
learn that experience because he started boxing. in
Claressa,
Atlanta.
you missed the whole joke.
I missed it.
He might be left-handed.
Yeah.
Left-handed. You missed
Thank you guys. Stop.
I don't know, Claressa. Your heart broke, huh?
Stop. See how good
Thank you. Yeah.
Listen.
Yeah.
Negative.